So we're prepping for all of our shows, and so we're making little.
Yeah, I think you can just like abbreviate stuff too, Dan, like NOS1.
Okay. I already wrote the F in Nosferatu.
Well, it'll be NOS1.
One.
Look how he holds that thing.
Yeah.
Every grade school teacher I had tried to correct this.
I know.
Yeah,
All
they
mine tried to
failed.
correct the way I do too.
Yeah, and I write the right way.
I believe you. But he doesn't know how to snap, so. Dan, can you snap?
Oh, what do we have here?
I can do like a loose.
Oh,
a limp-
you're
limp
odd
snap.
too.
So I'm better than Dan.
Yeah, definitely.
So you can't write or snap. And I'm snapping like I'm on fire
I'm the
right now.
weakest of. us
Yeah,
three.
you are. You're doing really well. We'll check back in. All right, guys, we did it.
We did it. We got our whole season lined up.
We got our whole season lined up. Check it out.
Well, our spring season.
Spring. Yeah, you're right. Spring
That's true.
season.
That's true. Who knows what'll happen
Spring,
in the
early summer.
summer and fall?
Yeah.
Anything.
Anything could happen. These could be ready by the fall.
Yeah.
I'd say probably.
Yeah.
So we're thinking that this show here, dispersed among all of these different shows, is gonna win us an EGOT.
Yeah.
That's our goal.
We're going EGOT.
We're going EGOT with
Yeah.
this show. Because we're going to win and Daytime Emmy for having a daytime sketch show on PBS. That's the first one. That's the easiest to get.
Yeah, easy. Boom.
Easy. We're a shoo-in because there's no other sketch shows in Denver on TV.
Yeah.
And then we're going to win a Grammy because Connor is making all of our music and he already started and it's really good and Grammy
original
award
score
worthy.
for a live show. I think is a category
Mhm,
that
mhm.
if not, we'll pledge and try
Make
and
sure
get
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in a soundtrack category, I
Yeah.
think we'll fit in.
Yeah.
And then
Oscar. For what we're watching right now.
Oh yeah,
We're gonna
Oscar for
submit
documentaries. I was like, what is our Oscar for? And then I was like, that's right.
This is.
I'm making it right now.
Yeah.
And then of course a Tony.
For live performance.
For live performance.
If that's a category.
Yeah, we don't know much about the Tonys, we realize.
For the Tony for best live performance.
The best show.
And the nominees are Glenn Ross. Big old mess. Everyone's like, who?
And then they're like, come on, you know them. They already won an Emmy, a
Right.
Grammy, and Oscar. This is their EGOT moment.
We're gonna win them in order.
Yeah.
Of how you say EGOT.
Yeah.
All right, ready? This is a live test of the bar taco matches.
Oh, yeah.
And this is good for insurance purposes if you burn my house down.
Yeah. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I can already tell
Good
these are
stuff.
really good. Oh,
So
yeah.
So easy. I didn't even put that much pressure.
All right, but
Awesome.
I kind of moved around, so I'm just gonna put this on the cardboard.
Okay.
I'm gonna do one where I don't move around so much.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try to do an even lighter strike.
Okay.
Wow.
So here I'm just grabbing the bottom third of the match with my thumb and my middle finger, and then I'm kind of just putting my pointer right on there.
Okay.
I'm just gonna do just kind of a light scratch.
Oh, that was honestly amazing.
So light.
You're right.
Now it's staying, now that I'm not waving it around.
Yeah. That's a good match.
It really is.
Thank you, Bar Taco, for sponsoring our comedy show.
Yeah, we love you, and we
Thank you,
loved that
Bartaco.
one waiter that we had
What's
that
his
one time. God, what was his name?
I've never eaten there, so I'm just going off of their matches.
Oh,
their
we should go, Dan. You'd like it.
Would I?
Hmm?
Oh, yeah.
I really think you would.
It'll make you stay.
Take me out on a date.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Everything is awesome.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye. What seems to be the problem? Oh, I can hear it.
Sorry, I'm supposed to mute it. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
What seems to be the problem, sir?
This might sound crazy, but there's a bomb in my ass.
This actually happens all the time. Let me take a look. Oh God, that's in there deep. I'll need the extractor 2.0.
The what? Wait. Ah! Ooh.
All right, push.
Ah!
Feel better.
Well, kinda.
All in a day's work.
Thanks. Wait, are you smoking a cigar? The ash!
The what?
The ash! No!
I fucked up.
Yeah, I needed a question mark here. No. Just do a couple tests real quick.
Big ol'.
Okay, great. That's fine. And if you want to sing during the first one to kind of like find it a little bit, feel free.
Okay.
But I'm only going to take it from here on out anyway.
Okay. Big ol' mess bomb squad, big ol' mess bomb squad. Big ol' mess bomb squad, big old mess bomb squad.
Cool. You hear that?
Big ol' mess bomb squad, big old mess bomb squad.
Yeah, great.
Beautiful.
Cool. I got both of those. Yes. It's literally not. Oh, I didn't realize the pick is just over your shoulder.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Hey guys, what's up? We're at the Denver Press Club.
Hey.
Really cute.
Setting up some lights.
Set up some lights. We just set up all these chairs.
We're supposed to have 30 pre-sale and then maybe even more because there's a big party happening downstairs.
That's right.
And I met the person who the party is for, and she was like, I'm gonna send everyone up to your thing after my thing is done. I was like, yeah.
Yeah. So we could have a big pop-in crowd.
Yeah.
I think Elijah kind of just like here.
Yeah.
Do you think the wire should go underneath the first row?
I think it's a great idea. We would tape this down to the table so that way it's just not moving around.
Yeah.
I've got this tape pretty good for like.
All right, here we are. We're backstage. Dan is prepping the bingo cage.
It's a delicate process.
We've done this and traveled with it. That, I think, is one of the craziest things about it. We've just prepped our Twizzler box, our defibs, our bomb shirts, more bomb shirts. This is all Connor's stuff. This is my little pile of props.
What?
You're on the vlog.
Welcome to the vlog, Elijah.
Welcome to the vlog. Woo!
Vlog.
Thank you.
Good.
We're gonna warm up. Would one of you guys maybe be down to just when people come up the stairs, like?
Oh, it's already going. Oh wow, the best lighting I've ever seen. That looks so crazy. You heard it here first, folks. We're using some of the new balls tonight.
New balls!
New balls, new balls.
New balls.
Are they kind of fun to pop out of there?
A little bit. Do you want to pop one out?
I would like to.
Get in there.
Okay. Oh my god, that was kind of fun. Can I put it in?
Yeah. Put it into that little hole right there.
Right here?
Perfect. I'm not
Wow.
gonna risk it anymore.
No, no.
A few more is enough.
That's right. And we're about to go fill this with water. We're doing it.
We are doing it.
Reggie Watts is on Instagram Live.
Go ahead and like this video if you're Reggie Watts.
Yeah.
Reggie Watts, comment down below. And we're just gonna keep that on the whole time.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Oh, it tilted down. Check this out. I'm about to blow your guys' minds.
What are you about to do?
this is gonna be perfect.
Oh,
Oh my god.
perfect.
Those guys are ready.
Alright guys, say bye to Reggie Watts.
Bye, Reggie.
Bye, Reggie. Bye, Mr. Watts.
And it's hold for the audience to say it. Bye, Reggie. Nice job, guys.
Good job.
Nice job. Nice job, guys.
We're wiggling
Just for a little bit.
a little bit.
Hey.
Hey guys. Hey, first and foremost, I'd like to admit that it's a lot harder to vlog back home when it's not Vlogmas. It's easy to vlog when you're on a trip, and when it's kind of just like, you know, like I think this video will have a little bit of when we were doing the cardboard stuff at your house. This video will have a little bit of when we were making the Bomb Squad song, and then kind of the tiny bit of today. So this will be the main part of this vlog.
You had a little bit before the show.
Yeah, tiny bit. Yeah, Dan putting the bingo cage together.
Great show.
It was a very fun show.
Really fun.
Such a fun, awesome show.
Yeah.
It was like our first non-festival show with these sketches, and that was like, that felt good to be like, okay, this is funny to normal people too.
Right. And this
Not
wasn't
just
like,
sketch.
exactly. It's like, it wasn't a comedy audience per se, and it
Yeah.
wasn't like a friend audience per se.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Yeah, I think we were saying like there's like maybe 2 people there that had seen a Big Ol' Mess show before, and like a slightly bigger group that had maybe seen us do anything before, but like it was like Rach and John in a crowd of 60 plus people that had never seen us do Big Ol' Mess, and it was awesome.
Yeah. They were so into it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was awesome.
Yeah, there were lines that, I keep saying this tonight, but there were lines that, you know, we usually kind of pass over and keep going that had laughs, or we had to pause on because of laughs, and it was just like, oh, that they're in. That
Yeah.
rules. They're in. We're good to go. We can. This is gonna be a good show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to hold for laughs more than I've had to this whole run.
Yeah. Yeah, which is fun because like tomorrow's like the real homecoming show, right? Where it's like it's at Rise with a lot of our Rise community people, and we're doing the full hour, and like that's gonna be so fun. But to do this, because we were going into this like, okay, like the big show's tomorrow. I know we were looking forward to this a lot, but it was just like, like we don't know what it's gonna be like. Let's do it. It's gonna be fun, but we'll see. And it was just like, and it was also okay. It was that, but also it was like I love those people who run that show.
Yeah.
I think they're funny and awesome, and the space was so cool. And we're really kind of like DIYing the tech in some ways, and like, and I was like really looking forward to doing that show at that place with them so much.
Yeah.
But so I had high expectations for like what the show could be, and to like do that with them, but it just like blew it out of the water. So simultaneously we're like, we got to do the show because the big show's tomorrow, but I was also being like, I really want to do this show with these people, and I love their vibe, and I think they can set a really cool environment, and we get new people.
Yeah.
And I had high expectations in that sense, but it's still just like blew any expectations I had out of the water.
For sure. I really went in being like, okay, anything could happen here. People could really, really actively hate this show, or people will be like excited. So I really went in with like low to neutral expectations, and then got like really pleasantly surprised over and over again, which was awesome.
And so many people.
I'll get a new battery. I knew I would have to.
Battery.
You can keep talking while I get it.
And
Until
so
it
many
closes.
people I say so many. A few people came up and were like, "I've never seen sketch comedy," or "It's my first time seeing sketch comedy," or "I haven't seen live sketch comedy in a long time," or something.
Yeah.
And they were just like, "That was so cool and refreshing." Somebody said, "I'm like, that's so
That
nice."
is really cool.
Yeah. Which is customary for these is to have a yawn.
We're back.
Which is customary to have a yawn in it,
Oh, good.
just to make it a clean.
Yeah.
Really good. I'll be able to really cut
You
that.
can do like a PowerPoint, like. You know,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, where it comes a cube and it
yeah, it
rotates.
switches around.
It started with Stanford Prison Experience, crushing it. So weird and fun. I love those guys. They were great. And then Fragrant Blossom, a band. So it was improv, and then Fragrant Blossom, a band that was so cool. Like piano, congas, upright stand-up bass, and singer/flute player. And they were such a weird like concoction of a band, and they were so cool. And then us, we had to go last, which I'm so glad we went last. I mean, I think that show was the audience was so hot, it didn't really matter what order it went in, but I'm glad in a hot show we got to go last at the same time.
For sure. It was really, really special and fun.
And like Luke did such a good job introing us, and he just got them like hype, but also was like, these guys have been really working on something, and they've been traveling and putting on shows. Like, this is gonna be special, which like I think is just. I was talking to him about it. I was like so different from our New York introduction last year. That like it matters, and even though that crowd was hot and was gonna like it no matter what, like it just means something to be like, you guys are gonna see a good show. Like this is gonna be cool.
Yeah.
And then
He also did a great job vamping while we cleaned up the previous band's instruments.
yeah, the band kind of did
That
their
was
show
so
and kind of
funny.
like left it up there, which maybe they weren't told to clear it. Like, I don't know.
I'm sure.
But
or
they were
or
like,
maybe they thought we would just like work around it, which I guess we
which the
could
improv
have,
team did,
but-
so they probably thought like, because they were set up during the
Yeah.
improv show, so maybe just like, oh, we'll just leave it up here.
Yeah.
And we're like, no, we need the stage.
Yeah, we were like, no, we can't have
Right.
drums up here.
I don't want to be responsible for damaging your very
Yeah.
expensive instrument.
So we had to clear it, and then they realized like, oh, and then they ran up and started helping us with it, and we're like, oh, we didn't know. That was funny. And then we opened with Nosferatu 1.
Which we got some laughs. Oh, of course now it's been long enough that I don't remember what they are. But like I had lines tonight that I was like, that has never gotten a laugh before. They got laughs.
You're married to me, not your newspaper.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that has never gotten a laugh.
Yeah.
And I was like,
It was
cool.
like the first big like laugh of the
Yeah.
show.
Yeah, totally. Like finally, like that line, people understood that it was like, I'm making a joke that they would make in a sitcom, not making a joke that we think is funny.
Yes.
It's like, the funny
People
part
got
is
it.
that it's like a line from a sitcom.
Yes.
Yeah. And then like fully got to do the Richard and pause, and
Yes.
the audience was like, we know what it is.
Yeah.
We know who this guy is. We know it's Count Orlok behind there.
Yeah.
And like, it's funny because the reveal is kind of underwhelming when I pulled in the newspaper. The more I think about it, because it's just the bald cap with the little hair, but it is confirmation for the audience. Like, okay, so it definitely is.
It definitely is
So,
him.
yeah,
Yeah.
which is so fun. I had so much fun in it. Just milking some of those lines.
For sure.
And
Yeah, I thought tonight, especially, you were really into that character in terms of like stretching the lines out and
yeah.
everything.
Yeah, I think we're at this point. It's like we're overcommitting to it, and that's
Yeah.
great. Like let's just overdo every R and every deep ooh
Yeah.
you sound, I guess. and like great laughs and applauses on all the signs.
Yes.
They really hit like you going low and be like, oh wait, I should go high.
Yeah, yeah.
And lifting it up. Yeah. I think it did really, really, really well. And like one of those shows where people talk about every sketch, you know, afterwards, right? People are like, I really like this one, you know, I like this was my favorite, this was my favorite, this was my favorite, this was my favorite. Like every sketch got that, and you know, it was nice. It's nice when that happens, and Nosferatu got that, as so did everything else.
Yeah, everything
like,
got some attention,
and that was great. I think it did really well, and I'm also like talking to people. I'm like, and there's 2 more parts that we didn't do. There's more to this story. It's not just that, and I love. You know, I don't know if we've ever really done a sketch. We've talked about doing this before, but we've never really done one where it's like, let's just do the first beat of a runner.
Right.
And for a shorter show, we won't do the full runner sometimes. And it was fun to not do it and know that there's more there, and it just makes me excited to do it tomorrow. I'm like,
me too.
Oh, not tomorrow. We get to do the whole thing.
I know.
Yeah.
And it really makes me think back to like doing DC and having Nosferatu feel like such a big full thing. And now I am really struck by being like, we have so much of a show.
I know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Tomorrow is gonna feel like such a like I don't like we haven't done more than 30 minutes, and so tomorrow I feel like we'll be like a marathon isn't the right word because that implies it's like difficult and hard. Like I feel very confident in all the sketches we have, and like it will feel like a breeze. But I'm sure there'll be moments that we're just gonna feel lost in it and be like, okay, like we're halfway there, and it will feel as if it's over because we've only done these short 30-minute shows.
Yeah.
And then it'll be like, we have another 30. Like, okay, great. And then look at all these other sketches in the second half that we're excited about and we get to do.
Although it's like, that's one of those things where you say
my fly was on the zipper.
I know, I was like, what's happening?
I just zipped up my fly if you heard it.
It's one of those things where it's like, it feels like it's going to feel like that, and then ultimately it's going to be like, holy shit, it's going to fly.
Yeah.
I just noticed something.
What?
It's kind of sweet.
What?
You know, I was like, have we ever done a 3-person 1-hour show? And we've done it once, and it was Dan's first show with us.
Oh.
So like
in Portland.
In Portland when we
did an hour?
An hour in Portland.
We did an hour in Portland, yeah.
Wow.
We did an hour.
That's crazy.
We had some of those videos in there which helped rest it a little bit.
Yeah.
But like how cool that like we've only done 2 3-person hour-long shows ever after tomorrow. We've only done 1 so far, but after tomorrow we will have done 2. And it was Dan's first and last shows.
Aww.
It's cool. Nice little big ol' mess sandwich. Big ol' sandwich.
Sweet.
Oh.
It's sweet, yeah.
God, how ambitious and insane at the same time.
I know. It's what's gonna be so cool about it is we're doing this hour-long show tomorrow, and it's just gonna be the 3 of us.
Yeah.
I know.
And like, you know, like that is such a cool thing to do, and like Bart said of like there's not a lot of sketch happening in Denver, and like I think it's gonna be like cool for when people are starting to do stuff. It's like, cool, our troupe of 4 or 5, we did our 25-minute set at a festival or something like that, and that was like a milestone, and that is.
Yes.
But then like it's very cool in an ego way to be like, oh, big ol' mess, they did a hour-long 3-person show. Like it's very
like,
cool.
It's awesome.
Truly, if you look at like the list of sketches we do, like we put in a Google sheet, and there's like a column for like cast, and pretty much every sketch has all of us in it.
Yeah.
But I think that there's 3 sketches. It kind of works out pretty well. There's 3 sketches where either one person isn't in it, or the person doesn't have any lines.
Yeah.
Yep, we all get one.
So it's kind of we each get a rest
We
sketch.
each get a rest.
We get a rest. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
exactly.
it is bonkers because like I think of the only thing I can really compare it to is when I was in like the Rise House teams where there's like maybe like 6 to 8 people doing an hour-long show. And like you maybe get 2 sketches in, and you're maybe in 3 or 4 sketches. So like looking at this show, it is we've talked about this. It's like it's a lot more work involved, but it is much more like fun and rewarding. But it's like we're like if we kind of use the metrics of before, it's like we're preparing for 3 shows all crammed into one.
Yeah.
The fact that there's only 3 of us, and typically you'd only get like a third of
Yeah.
the stage time that we're about to get tomorrow,
Totally.
which is crazy.
Okay, go back.
Standard mode.
I was like, our faces are dark.
Nice.
Yeah. But yeah, it's so cool that like not only are we all like in everything and then have like written everything, but also like each person's sketch has pieces of everybody in it.
Yeah.
You know, each person is pretty heavily involved in the creative process of it,
Mhm.
which
Yeah.
is just so cool. Like I feel so attached to everything, and even though it's like, oh, I wrote this one, or Katie wrote this one, or Dan wrote this one, it's like, or we all wrote it together. They all feel like they're all ours in a lot of ways, and that's which just makes it all the better.
Yeah.
So much more rewarding.
Yeah, and it, like this may sound like a bit like egotistical, but like I love to think like, gosh, like if like years down the line, hopefully Big Ol' Mess is still around, and like you guys find like the right people to like fill the group in. If it becomes like larger, that they can like kind of hear about like the history of like right now and be like, oh my god, 3? Like you guys were so lean.
Yeah, we'll get
like,
back
it
up
was
to 8.
truly-
Yeah.
yeah. But you know, like
yeah.
you know, I think it's impressive.
It's cool.
Yeah.
It's very cool.
It's a lot of work, but it's very rewarding. And it's like yeah, us 3 are doing this. We've been to 3 cities. We now performed it in 4 cities. We're about to do an hour-long show. About to be 5 cities.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yawn.
You're bored with what I'm saying.
Be cooler. So then we did intro.
Mm-hmm.
And it was great.
Yeah. I
loved
thought
it.
intro ranked equal to every time we've done it in a good way.
Yeah.
Where I'm just like,
It's a pretty consistent
exactly.
sketch.
Like no like big spikes that felt new.
Mhm.
It felt like it played consistently.
Yeah. The I just love doing that. We talk about this every single time on these vlogs, but I love cold open, then doing the intro and saying who we are. I think it's so great. And
Yeah.
I really ranted about this, I think, after on one of these vlogs. It was just, it got a good pop on it, and God, that room was so hot, so it was just like so great to be like, this is us. Here we
Yeah.
are.
Yeah.
You know, the little fall got a nice little laugh.
Yeah.
Which that one cracks me up because like the first time where like we didn't hear the sound effect or it didn't happen, whichever the case, it like was getting a laugh of me just walking around, and then we wrote it in, and it is funny that like that does get a chuckle out of people with like, I guess we do preface it with like, it's gonna be really dumb, and then I just like walk around, which is very dumb.
And it gets a laugh
And
every
it
time.
gets a laugh, and I'm like, this is so silly and stupid, and
Yeah.
I love that people like it, and then like the slip gets like at most just as much laugh as
At most.
you know?
At most.
Right.
And the slip was the joke when we wrote it.
Right.
Right? Like, that was supposed to be the joke. It's like, no, the little dumb walk up to it is
It's-
funnier.
It is
I
funny.
know, just like
Yeah.
like people are like, is this it? Like,
Yeah.
which
They're like,
yeah.
I guess that is dumb.
It kind of like I don't know, maybe like surprises people and being like, where are these jokes gonna be? Like, is this the joke?
Right.
Yeah.
So it's fun.
And the clever line got some laughs again, which is nice.
Mhm.
And yeah, doing the telepathy and going into people's faces does what it always does, where 1 out of 4 people like it, and another 3 are like, we're not sure what's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like, the other thing that happened in the show was like, you're like, he didn't laugh. I'm like, who?
I know,
And you're
you
like,
died.
I know.
who?
Because I was like, I don't know, it's that guy. I don't know
But
that guy.
it was so unclear who you were pointing to, so I was just trying to like, I want someone to focus on, and you every single time you tried to clarify, it was
I
like,
know, it was
did
like-
not help whatsoever. Which was fun. It was a new thing to find, and we got to like kind of deal with it.
Yeah.
But it was great, and the music's playing. the CPR, the mouth to mouth.
Mhm.
I was thinking like it would be funny if I was like, oh, not me, and I don't say Katie, and you start going to the audience to kiss somebody. It's like, no, Dan, stop, Katie, you gotta mouth to mouth to Katie.
That could be funny.
Yeah, maybe we'll do it tomorrow.
Okay, that'd be fun. That'll work tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah, super smart.
People think that seems super scripted, but nope, that's just how we talk for real.
Yeah. Yeah. In the video, I could hear the laughs while we were getting ready for Heaven.
Mhm.
And they're like, it always happens when the loop starts to play, they
Yeah.
think something's going to happen. It's like, you're the heroes. Like, oh, what's happening next? It's like, no, this is just a loop at the end.
Yeah.
Which makes you really excited for the Philly one where we actually do have like,
Yeah.
a whole video. Which, Dan, have you seen that?
I don't think I've seen the video yet. Do you guys do a brand new video?
So the end, like every single time it says you're the heroes, a different person, mostly like my friends and family from my
Oh,
life.
it played at Austin,
A
right?
Oh,
little
yeah.
bit,
Yes.
yeah. It's like
Yeah,
my
yeah.
dad pops up, my
Yeah,
mom pops
yeah.
up, my friends pop up, and then
That's
at the
fun.
end it turns into something totally different.
Oh, okay.
Which
Then I haven't seen the different part.
Yeah,
And and Philly, we're gonna let it play all the way through.
yeah. It's
Nice.
a good
Fun.
Philly ending.
Yeah.
You're gonna do it at the end?
No, it's just the
Oh,
ending of the video.
End of the video.
Yeah. Yep. And then we did Heaven.
Mhm.
And being backstage, and this always happens, but definitely happened tonight, maybe even a little bigger than it usually does, is just like like hearing that you're dancing, people going like, yeah,
Yeah.
woo,
I know, 'cause,
dance.
yeah, like people don't know what is going on
Yeah.
yet. They're
Yeah.
like, okay, this guy's just dancing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was. I think like that sketch is really fun to do again and again because like you start to get a sense of like where is the laughter coming from, just the dancing versus where is like the big jokes in the sketch.
Uh-huh.
And I kind of like thought of it during it with like kind of walking back and forth and like trying to time my walks to where I'm like, okay,
Yeah,
like
totally.
they're about to like talk about something that I want the audience to focus on because it's a good laugh line. So I'm gonna start like moving where I'm behind them and like
Yeah.
shift the focus a little bit. So that was fun to finally like know that sketch well enough and know how an audience reacts to it to kind of like now play with it and like like pass the focus in that way,
Yeah.
which was fun.
Yeah, it was probably my favorite Heaven.
Wow.
I think so. Because it felt like the best mix of the dancing getting the laughs and the dialogue
Yeah.
getting the laughs.
Yeah.
It felt like it was the most like well-rounded in that way that it's ever been. Where I feel like each other time has been like more skewed one way or the other, and this one felt like pretty balanced, even if it like hard to say if any of them were higher than they've been before, but it felt like very well-rounded where both were like doing well. And we
Yeah.
also felt like very loose and fun in it, like
Yeah.
the best we knew it. So like
For
there were some
sure.
improvised moments and
Yeah.
some moments that were just like it felt like they were fun and yeah.
And yeah, that has been so much fun too to like to not realize kind of the shape of it until we actually put it in front of an audience because like we always knew like okay, like when reading it through, like okay, I'll be dancing the whole time and then like we've got like these lines, but like until it was in front of an audience did it suddenly kind of become like a two-faced sketch to me of
Yeah.
like we're kind of juggling this like these two things, like Lance in his own world and the lines.
Yeah.
So it's I think the way it's shaping up after being in front of an audience for so many times is fun.
Yeah, totally. Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, it was so fun. I think it went great. Good Twizzler work.
Absolutely.
God, your scream, Katie.
Yeah, you
Was it pretty
that
good?
was the most you went for.
Yeah, you keep going more and more. Tonight was the best one. It was so good. Yeah.
I'm like, I have to surprise them every time.
Yeah,
It
it's
so
great.
good.
Yeah, and the audience really was surprised by
Yeah,
it.
they
Yeah,
were.
they were like,
Whoa.
Which
Yeah.
you need to do that to an audience, you know?
That's right.
Yeah.
You need to wake them up.
It was funny because it was like your response, like I felt like mostly acting, but there was like a tinge of surprise, which
So
was fun.
I definitely was like, oh, I'm gonna be scared and act to this.
Yeah.
But I was surprised by the level you got to. So
Yeah.
it was definitely both.
That's how it felt. Where I'm like, he's acting, but I saw a little something in his eyes.
Yeah, you did. You got me.
I mean, nothing will compare to Maddie not knowing that I was
Because
in
she
the
doesn't know
screen,
what's coming
'cause
at
she
all.
didn't know at all. So that was a reaction I have that was so real that like I knew
Yeah.
I could not get from
Yeah.
you.
Yeah,
I'd have to do
funny.
something insane, but
Yeah.
it was still fun to see. I saw your eyes like light up just a little where I was like, cool.
Yeah, I
it's a
loved
little
it.
bit
I loved
surprised.
it. It was like, yeah, that's what that line felt like it was supposed to be tonight. Not that
Yeah.
it wasn't other nights, but like
No,
tonight,
no,
I was
no.
like, yes, this is it. This
Yeah.
is this line. I love it. Yeah. Yeah, I loved it. I thought it was great. I think it went really well.
Me too.
Yeah, anything else on Heaven?
Button line still. it's a
Dude,
good
that button
reaction.
crushes every single time.
Yeah.
Well, I was backstage and I was just like, I love it. I like
Yeah.
can't wait for the pop. 'Cause
It-
it's so surprised. Like people are like, oh
Yeah, and honestly too, like I feel like tonight, it was interesting to hear like the blackout came a little bit delayed, but it's almost like what's funny is the fact of like that line delivered and then blackout and the audience being like, oh, that's how they're ending. it.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
It's like
There's like a second wave a little bit.
right. It's like the lines delivered, maybe like a little initial shock, and then end of sketch, and it's like, okay,
Yeah.
we don't get any more. That's
Yeah.
all we know.
Yeah.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
I think is fun.
And great pop on the laugh. Every blackout, or sorry, great pop on the blackout. Every blackout, I feel like did so well. Like every time a sketch was over, people were like, yeah.
Yeah.
It felt so great. This audience was awesome.
They were.
They were.
And some things I was thinking about. Two things come to mind towards the end of the sketch. One is like when you go away and I do like, oh, the veil of magic.
Mm-hmm.
And the only reason we found that is because we got to do Best of Fest at Montreal.
Yeah.
And got to do it a second time in a way that was like, this isn't the ideal way for us to do this sketch without them knowing who we are, but it still like went well, but not as well as I think as the first time in Montreal. And I feel like there were little like moments of me being like, okay, I'm gonna try to like force some like improvised lines in
Yes,
here to
yeah.
like get the audience back into it, and that was one of them that just like kind of came up during it. And now I'm like, I'm doing this every time, and it got like some decent laughs on it. I'm like, cool. The only reason we found that is because we got to do it a second time, and because it didn't do as well as it always has, and so like therefore like I had to find other stuff to try to like add to the sketch in my eyes. So I was like, cool. Now there's something else in there because of that, which is like
Yeah.
a fun reason to like add something else, not because like, oh, it worked so well, let's try that again. It's just like a like, you know, to get put into a position where you have to come up with something else to like breathe some additional life into it, which is cool. I think it's a
Yeah.
very like, it's unusual for us to have to do that, I guess,
Yeah.
and that's cool. And the second thing, this is more silly and it really makes me laugh, is like at the end when I go over to you, Dan, and I go over to Lance, and I'm like, he knows I'm about to say something to him, and his eyes have been like closed the whole time, and Dan kind of goes like this, like kind of like goes like, like opens his eyes just a little bit, so it's like a little like dead eye, like
it's
dancing.
a slight acknowledgement.
Straight up,
like,
like-
someone's in front of me.
Yeah, and it really made me laugh to see you do that, and it just hadn't happened before, or at least I hadn't clocked it before, and it was just fun to like slow that moment down, take my time getting to you,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then you kind of like turn to me and slightly open your eyes in this way, like, hey, what's up? You gonna say something? And then like there's just such a sweet little moment, and I'm like, cool.
I know. I'm always on the fence of like, does Lance even like acknowledge your presence? Obviously, he answers your question.
Yeah.
But like, is he like so in his own world? So like, yeah, that's kind of been another fun thing to like play with of like,
Yeah.
like I don't know, like this isn't in the script or like in the actions of like what should be done. Like he's just been dancing this whole time, like ignoring them. And so, like, at what point? But he clearly answers his questions. So he's
Right.
like hearing them, but you know, who is this guy?
Yeah.
I don't
Who
know.
is Lance?
Yeah. And then that goes away. And then we do
And then that
bombs.
goes away.
And then that goes away.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye, heaven.
Bye-bye,
that goes
heaven.
away.
Bomb squad.
Oh yeah, and I do love the moment going back to the beginning of Heaven, by the way. And we heard it tonight, and we hear it other times too, but definitely heard it tonight of like you're dancing. What the fuck's going on? We walk in. You're wearing a weird halo and a gown, and I'm there.
Really cool halo.
A really cool
really
halo.
cool gown.
Like this is heaven. Like people are like, what?
yeah,
Yeah,
people
yeah.
What
every
is
time.
that?
Which I also kind of take that as like, at least I hope this is how it comes across, is like maybe like, yeah, like people don't know how to react when it's just me dancing, and then like we're brought in and we kind of learn a little bit of the premise of like, this is heaven. And
Right.
I hope that confusion truly is people being like, okay, I have no idea where this is supposed to be going.
Yeah,
Right.
totally.
And then like the because really the sketch is mostly just exposition.
Right.
But like we do put in enough jokes that it's like people like are on, like you can hear when suddenly the audience is like, okay, this is a funny, like I'm with the premise now. This is
Yeah.
funny. Like,
Right.
They kind of threw me for a loop, but I'm with it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bomb Squad was phenomenal.
Yeah, maybe the
I-
best it's ever done.
So because we've only done it twice in front of an audience now, right? I think so. 'cause
I guess
it's
so.
Montreal and
Yeah,
here.
Oh my god, it feels like so much more.
I know.
I
We just
know.
rehearsed it a million times.
I think that might be becoming my new favorite sketch now, and I can't wait to do it tomorrow.
I
Yeah.
know.
Because it is a sketch that it's like a sketch writer's dream sketch where like you have to pause for laughter
Yes.
for almost every line.
Yes.
Like there is not like the amount of time that we're just there waiting until we can say the next one.
Yeah.
It's like so gratifying just to be like, oh god, if you love that line, just wait until
I
I deliver
know.
this next line.
Yeah.
Which has been so much fun to like talk about like breathing like new life into a sketch. Where like we rehearse it and we're like boom 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 boom, and just to do it for an audience where it's truly
Yeah.
like boom, they liked it, boom, they liked it even more, boom.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just like we keep on delivering to them, which is
Yeah.
cool.
I do just make a caveat. I said 3 people have seen a Big Ol' Mess show before. Chris obviously has. He just came in after the first sketch, so I wasn't counting him for some reason. But like, of course, Chris was there. So Rach, John, and Chris have all seen Big Ol' Mess.
Oh,
Mess
yes, oh,
shows.
yes, oh,
And I
yes.
said it because I really heard Chris connecting to Bomb Squad.
Chris
It is such a Chris
loves Bomb
sketch.
Squad.
It is such
he
a
came
Chris
up after
sketch,
and was
yeah.
like, Bomb Squad was my favorite. I loved it
Aw,
so
yeah.
much.
Yeah. There were so many. I waited on lines like 5 times
Yes.
during
Yeah.
that show.
Yeah.
Or during that sketch. And it was just like,
Yes.
yeah,
It's crazy.
sitting on it. And like, I feel like we really, I mean, it was the best we had performed it. I love the tweak we made of like the energy at the beginning versus the energy in the second
Yeah.
half.
Yep.
Like that was so fun.
I will say I don't know if this is the time for notes.
Sure.
But I think the drink, not the bomb joke has to come last.
Yeah, that joke does really well.
I think that joke does so well that we need to end it on that. But with that,
Although
we can
I will
save that for when the
say,
camera's off.
Lip balm, because we were getting such a good laugh from the drink, not the bomb. Lip balm got stepped on. Like, I don't feel like people could fully hear it. And I still believe in that line going last because it breaks the pattern. But I think it just got stepped on tonight by laughs, which is a good problem to have.
Yeah.
But
Worth revisiting, I think, maybe tomorrow. Because
Sure.
we have a lot of time that we're together.
Yeah.
yeah, we do.
So, before the show.
What's new?
But anyway, yeah, and we're very on top of our lines now too, which is so crucial for
Oh.
a sketch like that where we're talking at the same time.
Yeah.
Although I fucked up at the very beginning and I heard Chris laugh so hard and I was like, no!
What did you
I didn't
fuck
even
up?
notice.
I fucked up when we say, what's the second line we all say
Our
together?
former Bomb Squad.
Our
member.
former bomb squad. Nope. No.
No, sorry, no. We're.
We recently had a vacancy.
We recently had a vacancy.
in our bombs.
And I skipped in our bomb squad. So I just did, we recently had a vacancy and are looking for a new member. I started to go straight and I skipped in our bomb squad.
I don't remember that.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
You're welcome. It didn't happen.
But Chris, like,
Didn't
I like felt him laugh at me, you know? And
Called
I was
you
like,
out.
no!
Yeah. God. And I was like, oh, we should have filmed this show. I was going into it, but
Yeah,
he
I
didn't show that.
know. I even thought of it. Like, I saw my tripod before I left, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know why I didn't grab it.
It's all good.
I know, it would be nice to watch it back.
Yeah, we should just film everything all the time.
I know.
Yeah.
We really should.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, there's a bomb in this theater.
Amazing.
That was great. Yeah,
It's
that
so great.
that always gets such a like.
I loved the reaction
Yeah.
tonight.
Yeah.
I thought it was really good.
It was the best reaction we got to from like. Like after we revealed there's a bomb in the theater, and then we continued the lines of like, guys, this is not a sketch.
Yeah.
That kept on getting more and more
Yeah.
laughs, being, like
Yeah.
with like the new context added
Yeah.
of like there's risk involved, and this
Yeah.
is not a sketch.
Yeah,
I feel
right.
like
People-
people connected with that
People
tonight.
were loving that
Yeah.
tonight. And multiple people afterwards were like, like it's kind of dangerous to say that. Like people can get the cops called on you for that.
Right.
And we're like,
Good.
yeah,
Good.
yeah,
Right.
yeah, and
Yeah.
like
nothing
that-
nothing
Nothing in life is free.
No,
That's what it felt like. you were gonna
nothing
say.
valuable in life is nothing. Whatever the,
Yeah, keep
anything
going. You
worth
got it.
risking.
You
is-
don't know what to say.
I don't know.
I know the saying you're trying to
You
say.
know
Yeah,
what
I know what you're trying to say, and I
But I
can't
don't know
help
it.
you.
Everyone
Yeah.
knows what I'm
Everything-
trying to say.
Wait, okay, wait. You were really close on the last one. Say some. What you said again?
Uh, only the good things in life are worth. No,
Yeah.
and,
No, yeah.
anything worth risking
Risking.
is.
No, nothing good is. Fuck. I was like, I got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
we
you-
all know. We all know. We all know.
Everything.
Everything good in life is worth risking.
Risking.
Maybe.
Ah!
But
Oh!
regardless, that is another like rewarding writer's moment where like we carefully crafted that line
Yeah.
of like
Yeah.
what is the most risky thing we can say without being so overtly
Yeah.
like we're just being like edgelords or like saying the worst thing we can possibly
Yeah.
say.
Yeah, like we had the line and we stripped it down. We're like, no, let's just be careful with it.
Mm-hmm.
And then we worked back up to just back to that line. Like, yeah, no, we're
This
doing
is
it. We're
Yeah.
saying this line.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was so fun.
Mhm.
Saying that line, and just getting the bomb. We had a fun thing happen.
Yeah.
We had a fun thing happen where a guy, some random press club member guy, not just
Oh,
knew
yeah.
about the show, didn't know anybody in the show from what I could tell, was just there to see the show. And, we're like, which wire is it? Dan's like, which wire is it? And he's like, it's the red one. It's always the red one.
Right. He just like yelled out.
Yeah.
Unprompted.
Yeah.
Which was awesome. And it was like, have you ever been on a bomb squad before? He's like, no. I was like, well, then you don't know what you're talking about. And then, like, the fact that it was the green one, then Dan goes back, he's like, yeah, so fuck you, or whatever.
Yeah. Thank God we didn't listen to you.
Yeah. Which was just so fun to get those reactions. Like,
Yeah.
we thrive in those moments.
Oh,
and
yeah.
And I love that.
I'm sure it helps too, like to see a sketch show where there is like a little bit of audience involvement, and then that maybe like made them comfortable enough to like this isn't the right word, like heckle a little bit. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
And like, but then to see the performers like let it roll off them and like use it versus
Totally.
like I could maybe imagine them thinking like, oh, I'm gonna like kind of disrupt, and then like just to see them like get right back on their feet. And
Yeah.
continue.
Yeah, it was great.
It was awesome.
It was great.
Hold on.
I was thinking about this.
What were you thinking about?
About having to cut and reopen. Bomb Squad just did so well.
Yeah.
And then we go backstage and the audio plays, and people were into it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
It
and
was
honestly,
awesome.
thank God we fixed the audio.
I know.
Right.
Give it up for
before the show.
Elijah for helping us.
Yeah.
We just open up the, cakewalk, the DAW that I have on my laptop, and we just do it live. It's like, no, bring this down, bring that up, down, okay. And then we, it sounded great, and just being backstage, changing, and hearing everybody
Yeah.
Yeah.
like be into the lines was rad.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was.
I'm like really glad we fixed the lines, and like admittedly I am like on the verge of burnout to the point where like any small changes for like the show I'm like, all right, that's fine, like whatever, like
Yeah, for
you know,
sure.
like I was in the camp of like, all right, the audio's a little shitty with this PA system, let's just move on, like people might not hear it and we're just gonna have to cut our losses, but
So glad we didn't.
yeah, I'm glad that we didn't.
So well, and coming out from the explosion.
Oh, that's what I wanted to talk about with me. I talked about this with Connor in the car, but it's like apparently we've only done this twice, even though I feel like I've done it 1,000 times. But it's like the first time I was so focused on like I've got the blood in my mouth, and so then it's like I kind of didn't think much past that. So then kind of like in rehearsals, if I'm not practicing like with the concept of blood in my mouth, I'm almost not doing anything. And so then tonight being like, I'm not gonna have blood in my mouth, so I have to do something. I felt like this tonight on stage was my best reactions during the explosion that I've ever had. And I felt really good about what I did, and just went like pure fear and hysteria.
Yeah.
I guess they felt
Yeah.
which is perfect. Like it fed into me to
Yeah.
be like more scared because like seeing like my good friend Katie's really freaked out.
I know, because every time in rehearsals, Dan, I just go,
I know, because like we're not gonna yell, we're not gonna
but I full on like screamed and cried.
Which is you would if a bomb went off.
Right, that's what I was thinking. I
Yeah.
thought about it all day today, like at work. I was just like, what would I really do?
Yeah.
Which
Which is just a reminder for tomorrow. Like, let's just go hard as fuck
I'm
during
gonna.
the explosions.
I think so too.
And I started doing something today, which I was thinking about doing, or I started doing during our rehearsal yesterday, is where I started like wandering off into the audience, and then you like come and grab me, and like tomorrow, fully gotta remember to do that.
Yeah.
And just start like like you vomit blood,
Yeah.
and like the focus is on you, and then it's like, where's Connor? And like I'm just like walking out to the audience like whoa, without hands, and then you come and get me.
Right.
Like I'm excited to play with the bomb squad a little bit more.
Yeah, like we should 100% be delusional. Like if Jackie Kennedy is going to try and collect the brains of her husband after he got shot in that convertible, like
Right.
we need to be just
That is what we
so
would do.
lost.
Yeah.
So lost and confused.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna wander. Yeah, I think it went great.
Yeah,
I
it
think
did.
Great. And then it's bingo.
Bingo, yeah. Which is fun. I feel like that's just like a sketch that like the only part of that sketch that we don't have down or like it isn't consistent is just the state of that fucking bingo cage.
I know.
But I like truly
The one variable we can control, we can't find a way to control
I
it.
know, like it is such like it's in control of us.
Yeah.
But like there was no anxiety. The way I had it set up leading up to this week, I had no anxiety about it breaking up before the sketch, which was good.
That
like
is
such
good.
a relief. And it was maybe a little stronger than it needed to be, but it was enough I could like pull it apart and then the rest just kind of like push it off the table and just kind of explodes on the ground, which I think is perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that one to me now is kind of becoming like it gets the laugh, it gets the surprise, we hit the beats and it's funny ha-has and
Yeah.
and then we do it and then it's done.
Yeah, it's its thing, and like it always gets laughs, but it is this thing of like the audience like, what's happening? Well, no, like
Yeah,
it
yeah.
is a little bit like where your action isn't purely going to be I'm cracking up the whole time.
Right.
It's like,
Right.
oh,
There's
no.
some
I think
catching
it's funnier when you think back and be like, yeah. And then they had a sketch where he just chased after bingo balls for 3 minutes.
But
Yeah.
we were so right to move that rug because the sound of the bingo balls hitting the
Yes.
ground is so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think tomorrow. So I'm gonna rebuild the cage tonight exactly as I had it, which I know is a little too strong. But then what I'm gonna do for tomorrow, since it's our big show, is so we have an entire extra set of bingo balls. I'm gonna fill the bingo cage with
All the way up.
all of the bingo balls.
I love it. I love it.
And just to be like, look, like.
I
Let's
might as
just
well.
might as well like, and I know it's not the last time we're doing it, but we will get enough balls for you guys for Philly after the show.
Yeah.
But I'm just
Yeah.
like, I just want to push the thing to the limit.
Oh, I love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I think the ball and mouth worked again.
Yeah,
Really
the
well.
new discovery of ball and mouth.
Yeah,
is
it was
fun.
just like the slow play of it too, like where you're looking at me and I'm just like turning away and the
Yeah.
audience knowing what's gonna happen. And people kept like kicking bingo balls back.
Yes.
I love
I
people
saw some people
playing.
like throw them.
Yeah.
I know it's becoming like a fun ritual where like after the show people just come up with a couple of balls like,
Yeah.
these are yours,
Yeah.
which is very sweet. It's like, oh, people caring about people.
Yeah.
Aw.
Little
People
little
helping
acts
people,
of
baby.
kindness.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, bingo's great. Bingo works. Bingo works. And then we go out and we do,
Sleep camp for the
Sleepaway
first
camp.
time.
Sleepaway Camp for the first time.
and I loved it.
Which
Yeah.
is very fun. It was
so fun.
It was I was eating up the audience's reaction to me recounting a story of a train accident.
I know.
The audience didn't know what to do with it. They were
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
"Oh God!"
I know.
Which was so great.
And I felt that way about my whole pee thing, where it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
they were eating it up. Every line I said, I felt like they were just like,
Yeah.
"Ah!"
They were
Yeah.
on,
It was
they were
really
on
fun.
board with like the concept of like hesitant pranksters being like,
Yes.
"Well, we had terrible experiences when this happened to us."
Yeah, but we're gonna do it to this guy.
Yeah. Oh.
And people were excited that the bomb bit got brought back.
Yeah, when you guys were like, no, and then
Yeah.
it doesn't happen, audience was like, hell yeah. Like,
Yeah.
they thought it was going to happen, and we rested it perfectly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the fact that there was even a long pause after
Yeah.
the blackout or whatever.
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
great.
yeah.
It was great.
Yeah. And then I just remember like because at that point like you throw the cock and I didn't see where you threw it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
At first I
And-
thought you were doing a bit. Like I was like,
No, I truly
Dan knows
did
where the
not.
cock is and then doesn't know. And then I was like, oh, I have to go get it.
Yeah,
like
I
I
had
was
no
like, he
idea.
does
I had
not
no
see
idea.
it.
Yeah.
Which like I guess I could like try and be watching you for it, but
No,
I don't
no.
know.
No.
It was like no.
Yeah, one thing I was telling Katie about in the car, I'm going to request that one of you, at the beginning of the explosion, take
Oh,
the
right.
bowl off of me. Because I had to
Oh.
like move the bowl and then like throw the blanket and the cock, and the
Yeah,
cock kind of
yeah,
stayed
yeah.
in there, and then I had to
We
like
can do that.
reach into the blanket and throw it back out and then run back to my spot, and it was
Yeah. Too much.
Yeah, so we just like take it off your lap before we say our goodnight.
That's exactly what I was
well, no,
thinking.
because my hand is in there though.
I think that's
I
fine.
still think it's okay.
Yeah, the beep 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 happens. We get freaked out, so we pull your hand out and
Yeah,
just be like,
I
"We gotta
think
go to bed." Let's just
logically
go to
we're
bed.
like, let's stop this prank. Let's end it. Let's get his hand out of there. Let's put this bowl away. We can make it part of the lore.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Where it's just like the kids cleaning up the prank because they're like, we don't want him to wake up and catch that we did this.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
a fun show.
It was
Yeah.
so fun. I had such a fun time.
Oh, going back to the first bomb bit, dude, you slapped me so real, and I loved it. Like I
You
want it
did
to
slap
happen.
him hard.
You got me good, so much so that Elijah was cracking up because you smacked the shit out of me. It was awesome, Dan, and do it again. Like it. Like I was like, oh, boom, he got me, and Elijah was like, oh, like.
And the biggest shame was I completely whiffed you with the dick.
I know.
I know.
I was like, did it look terrible? I have no clue.
I know. I was so mad. I like swung. I'm like, no, fuck.
I know.
Yeah, hit me.
Yeah.
Hit me.
It was awesome.
Well, good to know. Because I felt good contact. And enough that I was maybe like, oh, but then I was like, it's comedy.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
You know, all is fair in love and war in comedy.
Absolutely.
Slap me,
So-
baby.
I did a play one time in high school where we did fake slaps at first, and then the guy was like, just slap me all the way.
Yeah.
Just like mean it and really go for it. And I was like, you got it. And then for 4 nights in a row, just slap the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Slap
And
me,
it's
baby.
better. You get such a good reaction.
Right.
The audience is like, it's good.
Yeah.
Good. I know, because the whole, like, is so, like, obviously
Yeah.
fake to the
Right.
point that it's just like everyone is aware of it.
Yeah, to actually do it is, people are like,
Yeah. And just like shows a level of commitment of like, okay, no, they like
totally.
they're into this.
I think so too.
Fun show.
Such a fun show. I had such a nice time.
Good little appetizer
Yeah.
I know.
for
It-
tomorrow.
That's exactly what I don't know if I finished my thought with you in the car, but I really was like, you know, I think this morning when I woke up, I was like, all right, we got like 2 shows this week and then Philly. Like, I just kind of had like a to-do list in my head, but not like a eagerness, I think. I think I was just like, all right, we're checking things off a list. And then
Yeah.
after tonight, I'm like, no, I am only excited. Like,
Yeah.
now it's on the checklist. It's just like, I'm so fucking stoked. So
Yeah,
that's really cool.
It's like that was so fun. Like obviously I was excited for tomorrow night, but now
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay, like I had that feeling of these sketches in me now that are
Yes.
gonna stick with me for like at least a day. And so
Absolutely.
going into tomorrow, it's like I get to do it again and more.
And more. I know,
Yeah.
I feel really excited. And I'm just like, you know, there was a part of me that was like, oh, I'm worried that the people who came tonight are like, are they going to be as excited to see stuff again? But then I was like, no, I'm really excited. Because, like, in some ways, like with Bomb Squad, it's not even like they really saw the full thing. You know what I mean? So it's like we have more that we do. And same thing with like Nosferatu, where it's like, wait, there's more to this. And so I'm just like, people really did just get a little teaser.
Yeah.
And now get like the full show. And I'm not walking away being like, they're going to be bored. I'm walking away like, they're going to be excited.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll know stuff and then be surprised. They've only seen half the show.
Yeah.
And I think we even have sketches that like people are going to be excited to like see the audience reaction of, since they are now kind of like in on the joke.
Yeah.
Like two I can think of is like with Bingo, you know, like we, like Andy and Viv, I remember when we saw them in Montreal, like they were excited to hear we were doing Bingo again. 'Cause,
Yes.
like now when they're watching it, they know it's about to happen, so they can kind of be like watching the audience. And I feel like
Yes.
similarly in like Bomb Squad, where like it's kind of that like big moment of like reveal, like saying there's a bomb in the theater. Like they're gonna know that we're gonna say that,
And
it's
they're
like-
going to like preemptively laugh, you know?
yeah, and they're gonna be like, okay, here it comes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Similarly to waiting for a bomb to go off.
Right.
Whoa.
Right.
Pretty cool.
It's cool. We're doing like, for the first time ever, we're doing 2 back-to-back shows with, you know, sold out, packed audiences of, you know, 60 plus people, and maybe 5 to 10 at most people are going to be at both. And I'd say more closer to 5 than 10.
Yeah.
Like, that's so
Just the perfect
cool
number.
Yeah.
and special that we're doing, you know, back-to-back shows, packed houses, with fresh faces seeing stuff for the first time, for the most part. And like, yeah, it's gonna be so cool. Like, such different audiences too. Like, our Rise audience
I
tomorrow is gonna be
know.
like a lot of our community, a lot of people we know for the most part, and tonight was most people we don't know. And like also just like random ass people, like seeing those Rattlesnaker guys who are Jesse and Noah, who I'm not gonna describe them, but it's like I haven't seen these guys in forever. I used to do like improv shows with them like 3
Oh, cool.
years ago.
Oh wow.
And you know, they were like, dude, great to see you, great show. And it's just like so cool to see them, and then also be like all of like our people that we see all the time seeing our show tomorrow. And also some of people that aren't that, but like a lot of people that will be that, and that's
Yeah, it'll,
so
it'll,
cool.
It'll be like we'll have the home court advantage tomorrow, which is
Yeah.
super fun.
Yes,
you know?
100%.
Yeah. And speaking to tonight, I talked about it a little bit. I'm so glad we went third. It was such a nice, like, to get the quote unquote like headliner slot, and it really felt like it. And you know, Antonio from Stanford Prison Experience was like, I'm glad you guys went last. That was so cool. Which was just like a very nice, sweet
That's so
compliment.
nice.
Of just
Nice,
like,
very nice
I'm
compliment.
glad you guys went last. That was so cool. Yeah, it very much felt like it wasn't set up like this, but we went last and deserved to go last and
Yeah.
brought it, and we brought it tonight, and the audience brought it right back, and it was
Yeah.
very simpatico in that way.
Yeah.
You know, very, you know, give energy, take energy,
Yeah.
give energy, take energy, and like it was so sweet. It was so sweet, and, you know, it was breaking on stage and just laughing at you guys and laughing at the show and laughing at the dumb stuff that we were doing, and
Yeah.
just proud of us. Very, very, very
Mhm.
proud of us.
Yeah.
Me too.
I think you said the word dumb, and it just reminded me this chuckle moment for me. And Katie, you can cut this out if you want to. But when we got there, we were helping set up the area with Caitlin, the bartender.
Shout out to Caitlin.
and
Caitlin was fucking
Caitlin
awesome.
was awesome. Like Connor and Caitlin were talking and being like, yeah, they've been doing the show for like, you know, like once or twice before, and it was like going really well. And then Connor goes, which, you know, with the huge preface of dumb is a huge compliment to Connor, and Connor goes, yeah, we're excited to do this dumb show.
Oh my god.
Connor
And you could tell she was kind of like,
Yeah, and like Connor had to really backtrack and be
I
like, well, you know, as a compliment, it's a huge compliment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
She was
just
like-
laughing to myself, like, God, okay.
I know that was
so
really
funny.
funny. You can tell that word did not mean that to her.
Yeah.
It was really funny.
Yeah.
But
You're like, it's tattooed. I like it.
And I love
like
dumb. Dumb is the highest praise I can give.
yeah. And yeah, I don't think she took any offense to it, but
No,
it's just
no.
like from just hearing it,
Right.
hearing that conversation happen.
Totally.
Like,
It was
that's so
really, really funny.
Oopsie daisies.
I mean that in a good way.
Yeah.
Can't wait to
That's
do
like
your
a really
dumb
good
show.
word. To me, that is a really good word. That is a
Yeah.
compliment to the highest degree.
Dan, do you have any favorite moments from the show?
From the show, I think it was probably getting the big laughs of the second part of Bomb Squad, where we're like clarifying to the audience it isn't a sketch, because like
Yeah.
that in my head is so funny to like have a Bomb Squad reveal there's a huge present danger, and then try like kind of rest it and then be like, but you remember this is not a jokey moment. And like to find like hear that laughter,
Yeah.
which I don't think it really hit in Montreal.
Yeah.
That was like very rewarding, and
really
it was just
hit.
like I love this.
Yeah.
There was
So fun.
something we did during Bomb Squad, which I don't know if we should do again, but it was maybe making it a little too real, and I think we just kind of improvised, reacted to it. It's like when the guy did find the bomb, we go, oh my god. and then Dan,
You know what? I did feel people kind of.
yeah, and then Dan was like, no, it's okay. I was like, oops, sorry. It was just like a fun little reaction to be like, oh
I forgot about that.
no. Oops.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It doesn't. And we're like, and you felt like some. I heard some like screams in the audience. You know, like there was kind of like.
Oh no.
Calm everybody down.
Yeah, we don't need to make it that real. Oh god.
Well, and it's funny. I don't even know if I clocked that, because I was thinking in my head of like, oh right, I gotta like catch the bomb, because that's kind of a new thing we did, was having the audience person throw the bomb to me. But I was trying to like,
Which people did love.
Yeah.
Him throwing it and you catching it. People were like, whoa.
and I
Overhand. He threw it overhand.
Yeah. I was more so trying to like contrast that bit of throwing the bomb with like, don't worry, we got it all under control, everything's safe, just toss it here. And
Yeah.
so yeah, I didn't realize I was
It felt like you were being
calming
like.
people in the
It felt like
audience.
you were calming people down.
But I mean, that is kind of the vibe of the sketch, is like towing the line of like bomb threats.
Yeah, it's a
And, like,
risky sketch
comedy
about
and,
having a
like-
bomb threat in a theater.
Yeah.
But yeah, just having like some like happy-go-lucky Bomb Squad members.
Yeah.
Which truly that was the nugget of my idea. I was like, it's so silly that they're called the Bomb Squad.
Yeah.
You know, like a squad. Like, they're a squad. They're
Yeah.
they're a squad. They're not a bomb team. They're not a bomb force.
Yeah.
Or bomb squad.
They're a squad.
And we had them so on our side, and here's how I knew is like when we came out to that sketch and before lights came up, people could see our shirts.
Yes.
Yeah,
And they were like, oh, what is this? Oh,
Yeah.
they started like laughing and like chatting about like, oh
Yes.
fuck, like what's gonna happen? That was so cool.
Yeah, very funny.
How about you, Katie?
Favorite moment of, or favorite, what was the question?
Any favorite moments from the show? But in a question form.
I think I am leaning towards just Bomb Squad as a whole. I think that was like the most comfortable I felt, the most fun I had. But I'm trying to think if I have anything that's not that, since we just spent so much time talking about that. Another favorite, if it's not Bomb Squad, because I think that is my real answer, is all of Bomb Squad. But my second place is, it was nice to do Nosferatu again to an audience that clearly knew the movie. Like, you could tell people got the references, like, just you doing your accent, your reveal,
Your dance.
my dance.
Yeah.
Which always gets a good reaction.
Yeah, that was
Yeah, we
such a
glossed
good
over it because
reaction.
it always does so well, but yeah, it did
Yeah.
great. Yeah.
So I think that's my second place of being like, you know, that really hit and people clearly like knew the references, and that was nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Even like the Germany line.
Yeah, that line did great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 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 You guys kind of both mentioned like what would be like mine. I thought like, the waiting for laughs in Bomb Squad was just awesome.
Yes.
It was so
like,
good.
like when I got to say like the Richard and not
Yeah.
the reveal, and like that like killed and it made me go, this show's gonna do well. Like,
Yeah.
like we're good.
Yep.
We're ready.
Yeah.
And then I was gonna say like just the pops of coming out as us an intro and in between sketches and at the end of the show, like huge pop at the end of the show, by the way. Like
Yeah.
I felt very like, oh, we could stay here, but that's not what this show is, you
Right,
know.
right.
Like tomorrow we can stay there.
Yeah.
But it's like we got to get off so Luke can wrap the show up.
Yeah.
But I talked about that in Austin. I think that was my favorite part of Austin too, was just the pop. So I'm like, okay, all three of the things that come to mind are things that either you said or I said last time.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't know.
It's okay to love the same thing.
That's true.
Yeah, those are just the things I loved.
Yeah.
And you're loving it again in a different way because it's a different crowd.
Right.
Yeah. I loved the show.
You're allowed to say you love chocolate cake and then eat a chocolate cake and be like, I love that chocolate cake.
And then you're allowed to go eat another chocolate cake and say, I love that chocolate cake.
Well, no, it's like I got 12 desserts from a dessert buffet, and last time I was like, what's your favorite? The chocolate cake. And then I got the dessert buffet again. It's like, what do you love? The chocolate cake.
No, but
Yeah.
it's different buffets each time.
Right.
Right, but it's
Different
still
buffets.
the chocolate cake.
Well, that's what I'm
Well,
saying.
there's-
Yeah,
It's okay to love it every time. Every
Yeah.
I'm not
buffet you go
saying
to.
it's not okay. I'm just saying people would be like, but can you just talk about the vanilla pudding? Is what I'm saying.
You don't like vanilla pudding.
I
and that's
love
okay.
vanilla pudding.
Well, then talk about it.
Okay.
Speak on it.
So, telepathy. I don't know. I love that people got to hear the backstage for Bomb Squad and
Yes.
got to react to it.
Yeah.
Um,
It's good.
It's awesome.
great show, guys.
Great
Great
show,
show.
guys. Any final words?
Great Denver Press Club.
Go ahead.
Denver Press Club rules. Denver Press Club rules.
Denver Press Club rules.
Denver Press Club rules.
Yeah.
Stanford Prison Experience rules. Fragrant Blossom rules. And
And we rule.
And we rule.
Ja Rule.
Rule. Shout out to Elijah for doing tech. That was awesome.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Elijah.
DIY tech. I just want to talk about that a little bit real quick before we sign off. We usually have like QLab or something at a theater. It was cool to make our tech out of like a Google slideshow and to like write a tech script that's like just hit space here, and to like be like, okay, we get to bring the panel lights that I
Yeah.
have that AJ gave me. Thank you, AJ. And to be like, oh, how are we gonna do a blackout? Well, we'll plug them into a surge protector, and then we'll turn the surge protector on and off as like the blackout for the panel lights, which was just like a fun way to like maneuver.
MacGyver.
Yeah.
Totally. And just to be like, we want to do the show, we're gonna do it the way we want, and we're gonna figure out a way to do it. And that was just so cool.
Yeah.
To like be like, we got it, we got an idea, and to like really bring our DIY show to any space, which was
Totally.
awesome.
And to like not settle on just being like, okay,
we'll just do our easy ones,
Right.
you know.
right.
which we talked about.
Or be like, okay, I guess like no blackout. We'll just like do, like there could have been easier options that would have affected quality, but instead we went with quality and we figured it out.
Very cool. Which makes us go, we can do a sketch show anywhere.
It's so
Yeah.
true.
That's true.
So that was so rad.
Yeah.
Great job, guys.
Great job,
Good
guys.
job.
Love you guys.
Love you.
Love you.
See you.
Bye. See you later.
And cut. Who the fuck were those guys?